Hello everyone, this is Siddharth from VLSI Facts. Today in this fourth lecture of the lecture series on digital electronics, we would learn about sign numbers and the representation of sign numbers in binary form. In the previous lectures, we have studied about different number systems and how to convert a particular number from one number system to another number system. But all the numbers which we have dealt in all those lectures were positive numbers or unsigned numbers. However, the real world deals with the negative numbers as well. That's why we should know how in digital electronics negative numbers are represented or how a computer deals with negative numbers. For that we need sign numbers, and we should also learn about the representation of sign numbers in binary form. So without having any further delay, let us start the lecture. Positive integers including 0 can be represented as unsigned numbers. However, digital systems such as the computer must be able to handle both positive and negative numbers. To represent negative numbers, we need a notation for negative numbers. We need a notation for it. In ordinary arithmetic, a negative number is indicated by a minus sign and a positive number is indicated by a plus sign. Because of hardware limitation, computers must represent everything with binary digits. It is customary to represent the sign with a bit placed in the leftmost position of the number. You should learn where exactly you will place that sign bit to represent its sign, and that is nothing but the leftmost position of the number, which is nothing but the most significant bit of the number. The convention is to make the sign bit 0 for positive and 1 for negative. This is important. You may also get short question on this, that what is the value of the sign bit for a positive number and for a negative number. So the answer should be 0 for positive number and 1 for negative number. A signed binary number consists of both sign and magnitude, right? Unlike the unsigned number where you do not have any sign. And in case of signed binary number, the sign indicates whether the number is positive number or negative number, as we have already discussed, and the magnitude is the value of the number. However, in case of unsigned number, you do not have a sign bit. You just have to remember that. So, in case of an unsigned number, all the bits which are there in the number represents the magnitude of the number. Let us take one example. Let us say I have a number 0, 1, 0, 1. So if this is a unsigned number, let us say this is a unsigned number, then what will be the value? 0, 1, 0 is nothing but this is 5. But if this is a signed number, then what should you write? You should write this is plus 5 if this is a signed number, right? Because 0 is the sign over here, which is nothing but the most significant bit or the leftmost bit of the number, and since this is 0, so the sign will be positive. Let us consider another example. If the number which is given as 1101, then if this is a unsigned number, then the value will be, just calculate it. If this is a unsigned number, what will be the value? The value will be 13, right? Or in hexadecimal we write it as D. But if this is a signed number, what will be the value? Now the sign bit is 1 over here, which is nothing but the most significant bit of this number. Since this is 1, the number will be minus, and what are the remaining bits? Those are 101, which is nothing but 5. So this is minus 5 if the representation is a signed number. Clear? I hope you all are clear now. Now there are three forms in which signed numbers can be represented in binary. The first form is sign magnitude form, second one is 1's complement, and the last and the final one is 2's complement form. And this 2's complement form is the most commonly used sign number representation in digital electronics or in computer. Now let us start with the sign magnitude form. the leftmost bit in a signed binary number is the sign bit, which we have already seen. That sign bit tells you whether the number is positive or negative. We also have seen that a 0 is for positive and a 1 is for negative. Now, other than that sign bit, the remaining bits are magnitude bits. The magnitude bits are in true or uncomplemented binary for both positive and negative numbers. So, you should remember the magnitude bits will be same for both positive as well as negative number if the number is represented in sign magnitude form. The only difference will be in the sign bit. Sign bit can be 0 or 1 depending upon whether the number is positive or negative. For an example, we have taken a 8-bit sign binary number. We have considered 25, both positive 25 and negative 25, and we are trying to represent the number using 8-bit binary numbers and sign magnitude form. So to represent 25 in its binary form, we need only 5 bits. 25 can be written as 11001. But since this is a 8-bit binary number representation, so this can also be written as 000110001. So you have appended these 3 zeros towards the left of the number to make this 5-bit number a 8-bit number. Now, as you can see over here, the leftmost bit is 0 for positive 25. Since this is in sign magnitude form, the leftmost bit should be 0 to indicate that this is a positive number, and in this case the magnitude says that it is 25, so the final number is plus 25. But in case of negative 25, which is minus 25, the leftmost bit should be 1, which indicates that this is minus 25. You can see that the magnitude is same for both plus 25 and minus 25. As we have studied that the magnitude is same for both positive and negative representation, only the sign bit will decide whether this is positive number or negative number. So 0 for plus 25 and 1 for minus 25. Let us learn the ones complement form. Positive numbers in ones complement form are represented the same way as the positive sign magnitude number. However, negative numbers are the ones complement of the corresponding positive number. Now let us learn how to calculate the ones complement number of a binary number. So this can be calculated by changing all ones to zeros and all zeros to ones. Or in other words, we can invert all the bits of a binary number to get its ones complement form. Let us take one example. Now the given binary number is 10110011. So this is the given binary number. Now to find its ones complement form, we will invert each bit of the number. So let us say this 0 will become 1, this 1 will become 0, and so on and so forth. So the ones complement form of the given binary number will be 01001101, which is nothing but the inversion of all the bits of the given binary number. Now taking the same example which we have seen in case of sign magnitude form, here we will calculate the ones complement form of plus 25 and minus 25. As we have discussed, the ones complement form of the positive number will have the same representation as sign magnitude form. So plus 25 will have the same value, that is 000110001. However, minus 25 will have a different representation in ones complement form than the sign magnitude form. And to get that, what we will have to do, we have to invert all the bits of the positive binary number. So in this case, we will invert 1 to 0, similarly 0 to 1, 0 to 1, and so on and so forth. So the ones complement form of minus 25 will be 11100110. Now let us learn 2's complement form. Positive numbers in 2's complement form are represented the same way as the sign magnitude and ones complement forms. Negative numbers are the 2's complement of the corresponding positive numbers. So this is something important which you should remember, that the representation of positive number is same in sign magnitude form, 1's complement form, as well as in 2's complement form. But the representation is different for the negative numbers in all these 3 different forms. Now to calculate the 2's complement form of any binary number, what we have to do? We just have to add 1 to the LSB of the 1's complement of the binary number. Let us take one example. Let us say the given binary number is 10110010. Now to calculate the 1's complement form, we have inverted all the bits of the given binary number and we found the 1's complement number as 01001101. Now to calculate the 2's complement form, we will add 1 to the LSB of the 1's complement form. So the 2's complement form of the given binary number is 01001110. Here also we will take the same example, that we will write down the 2's complement form of plus 25 and minus 25. As we have discussed, plus 25 will have the same value or same representation, that is 00011001. But minus 25 will have a different representation in 2's complement form, that is nothing but 1 added to the 1's complement form. So if we will find out the 1's complement of this number which we have seen in the last slide, that is 111001110. Now adding 1 to this, we will get 11100111, which you can see is nothing but the same number. Now let us solve one example. The given question is, express the decimal number minus 39 as an 8-bit number in the sign magnitude, 1's complement and 2's complement form. So let us write down the binary value of plus 39, 00100111. Now we will write minus 39 in sign magnitude form. So as we have learned, in sign magnitude form, the sign bit will only change, remaining bit with that represents the magnitude will be same. So in this case, which one is the sign bit? The leftmost bit is the sign bit, which is nothing but 0 in case of plus 39, and in case of minus 39 the sign bit will become 1. The remaining bit will remain same, that is 01001111. Now we will represent minus 39 in its 1's complement form. So what we will do, we will just invert all the bit of plus 39 to write minus 39 in its 1's complement form. So what we will do, we will invert all the bits of this number. So this will become 11011000. Now we will write minus 39 in its 2's complement form. So for that, what we will do, we will add 1 to the LSB of the 1's complement form. So we will add 1 to this. So we will get 11011001. Now I will give you a quick tip to find 2's complement form. So for this, you have to start from extreme right of the number. Keep all the bits including the first one encountered as same. Invert all the remaining bits. Now the example which we have seen before, we will consider the same example. So over here you can see the same procedure which we have discussed earlier to calculate the 2's complement form of a binary number. Now we will use the quick tip to calculate the 2's complement form. So we will take the binary number. Now what we will do, we will start from the right. We will keep this 0 as it is. We will keep this 1 as it is, as this is the first one encountered, and we will keep everything same till the first one we will encounter, and then the remaining bits will be inverted. So this 0 will become 1, this 0 will become 1, this 1 will become 0, this 1 will become 0, this 0 will become 1, and this one will become 0. So this is the 2's complement form of the given binary number. You can match this number with the previously calculated 2's complement form. You can see that both these numbers are same. So this is a simple tip which you can keep in your mind to calculate the 2's complement form of a very large number whenever you will find a question in your exam. So now let us learn how to calculate the decimal value of a signed number. Now we will start with the sign magnitude form. So only the magnitude bits are considered for finding the decimal value. Sign bits will decide the sign. We will consider one example. Now considering the magnitude bits only, so as you know that this is the sign bit, we will consider the remaining bits for calculating the magnitude. So these remaining bits, that will give you 21 in decimal. Now since the sign bit is 1 in this case, therefore the decimal number is a negative number. So the final value of the decimal number of the given binary number is minus 21. Now let us calculate the decimal value of a signed number that is represented in its 1's complement form. Now for this we will consider the 8th bit as the sign bit and multiply minus 2 to the power 7, which is nothing but equal to minus 128 to the 8th bit while finding the decimal value. And why we have considered the 8th bit as the sign bit? Because the number which we have considered is a 8-bit number. If you would have taken 16-bit number, then 16th bit would have been the sign bit, and you have to multiply minus 2 to the power 15 to the 16th bit while finding the decimal value. But in this case we are considering the number is a 8-bit. Now if the result is a negative number, then add 1 to the result. We have considered two examples here. The first one is 000101111, which is a positive number as the sign bit is 0. The second example is 111010000, which is a negative number since the sign bit is 1. Now starting with the first example, so you can see here the 8th bit, which is the sign bit, that is getting multiplied with minus 2 to the power 7. But since this is getting multiplied with 0, so that value will become 0, and the remaining bits of this number are getting multiplied with their corresponding weights, and finally you will get the decimal value as plus 23. Now considering the second example, which is 111010000. Now in this case also we will multiply minus 2 to the power 7 to the sign bit, that is the 8th bit of the number. Now since this is 1 in this case, so we will have minus 128 in this case, and the remaining bits will be multiplied with their corresponding weights, so we will find minus 24 as the decimal number value after the addition. Since the result is a negative number in this case, we will add 1 to the result, and the final result will be minus 23. Now let us learn how to calculate the decimal value of a signed number if the number is represented in its 2's complement form. In this case, we will consider 8th bit as the sign bit and multiply minus 2 to the power 7, that is minus 128 to the 8th bit while finding the decimal value. And we will not add 1 if the result is found to be negative, unlike the 1's complement method. So we will consider the same examples over here. In case of the first example, again minus 2 to the power 7 is multiplied with the sign bit, which is the 8th bit. Since that is 0, so this multiplication will become 0. So the final decimal value will be plus 23. For the second example, here we can see that minus 2 to the power 7 is multiplied with 1, similar to the 1's complement method. However, here we found that the result is minus 24, and unlike the 1's complement method, we will not add 1 to this, and the final result will be minus 24 in this case. Now we will learn the range of signed numbers. This is very important from the exam point of view. Many times in exam you find short question to calculate the range of signed numbers. If the number of bits is n, then the range of numbers which you can represent using sign magnitude form is minus 2 to the power n minus 1 minus 1 to plus 2 to the power n minus 1 minus 1. For an example, if the number of bits are 8, then for sign magnitude you can represent starting from minus 127 to plus 127. For 1's complement form, for number of bits as 8, you can represent for the range of numbers starting from minus 127 to plus 127. However, in case of 2's complement form, you can represent from minus 128 to plus 127 if the total number of bits are 8. That's all for today's lecture. In the next lecture, we will study about the arithmetic of number system and more specifically the arithmetic of signed number system. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked this video. If you found this lecture helpful, then please do share with your friends and also do comment in the comment section if you have any doubts. If you have not subscribed to this channel, then please do subscribe to the channel and also press the bell icon so that you will not miss any future lecture videos. We will meet again in the next video lecture. Till then, bye bye, take care.